Hello, everybody. I am so sorry about that. I'm not sure how long I talked before I realized that we have been disconnected. So we're having some issues with our internet lately. If you have been watching our videos, they're freezing a little bit more. So we have Comcast coming out next week. But I thought, I finally got it working, so I'm going to do it where I am. So here is part two. I think we ended talking about itchy bugs and having a file so that if you have questions that are asked all the time, just write those answers down and post them in a file so alphabetically you can find them really quick. So instead of redoing the same stuff, because you'll find your team has certain things that they are really focused on. So if your team is all about emotion, they'll have a lot of emotional classes and questions. So write those down so you don't have to answer the same stuff all the time. We get a lot of stuff on BLM and sulfurzyme and omega dyes because those are things that we talk about and teach about. So I just keep those in a file so they're convenient and handy. So, but all of those things we just talked about, those are all busy work. They are all things that are still a part of your business. They're things that are needed and necessary, at least most of them are. But it's learning how to identify how many hours you're going to work a week towards your next goal to build your next. Because IPAs are always about helping to either help your people rank up, um, get people on essential rewards, and enrolling brand new people. So this particular incentive that we're working on, your IPAs are going to be introducing Young Living to new people. So that would be that 10 a day that we're talking about. That would be the 30 people that you're chit-chatting with regularly on Facebook. And that would be helping your people as soon as you enroll them to either get on essential rewards, plan their next 90-day health goals. What are some other things? Look at Dr. Ali has a great book on essential rewards and helping people plan out their next 12 months. So all of those things are really important. And then another one that's an IPA during this challenge is our silverbound bonus. If you are not already like maximizing our silverbound, you are totally dipping yourself out of something that will really help your team. And what I mean by that is day one, when you enroll a new person, we need to be giving them the option of working on their silverbound, which means from the day they sign up till the day they achieve the rank of star with 2 legs and all the OGV, all the stuff in place, they can get an extra $50, but they can only get that $50 if you tell them and they structure everything right. So go back to the silverbound video that we did last week, and that will have more details on the how and the why. But helping your people achieve each rank in silverbound, star, and then senior star, executive, silverbound, I'm sorry, silver, and then the bridge to gold. That first beginning part from star to silver is 12 months. So I want you to picture in your head what would change in your organization if every time you enrolled somebody, your goal was to help them achieve each of those ranks in their 12 months. So 50% of the people that you enroll or get enrolled in your organization, it's 12 months to silver for them. That's what Silverbound is about. So if you have already passed star and you're just getting to silver to senior star, then you need to be working on that because it changes your rank. Because the thing with the Silverbound is that it starts the timer for us. So there's a deadline to getting stuff done. That's how a bonus always works. You have to go above and beyond. So again, go check out the video I did on that. So I don't want to go big time in depth on that. But some of the things that count as IPAs, those would be every single day we need to be generating brand new leads. And the reason why it's every day you need to do that is because if you work really hard today and you generate some new leads and then you have the harvest from them over the next week or two, then at the end of that 2 weeks, you have no leads and you're having to restart. And it takes a couple weeks to get those leads going. So if every day you were sowing some seed, sowing some seed, sowing some seed, then you will constantly be reaping the harvest and you won't have those seasons where absolutely nothing happens. And if you did not get to listen to Karen Mallory's video the other day, she did our 1090 last year and made it all the way to silver on the 1090 and is almost to gold and has other great things happening with her team. But she chose to do 2 weeks on, 1 week off. So she would sow for 2 weeks, and then that next week she would be able to catch up take care of all those people, and then sew again. So you can make this work for you. If your schedule says I can't do 10 a day, but I could do, 15 on Saturday and 15 every Tuesday. Those are the days I could do it. If you would do that consistently, you would still have where you are constantly reaping rewards. So figure out how you work it so that it is consistency. That's what it's got to be about. You just want to make it a habit where it just happens on a regular basis. Doing that silver bound, really teaching your new people what silver bound is and helping your people. I believe you should help people in their first month achieve the rank of star. By doing that, they get that $50 bonus, but they also get a big check, like around $200 to $300 for those new people they enrolled, because it takes about 4 people. So you got the 2 legs and their own order to get to that rank of star. So it takes about that, and they're going to get that regular commissions that you're going to get on each of those people they enroll anyways. So by doing that, if I help them get that $200 to $300 in their first month, they can afford their order for the next month. So that fun stuff they're falling in love with, the Ninja Rad, and like I said, for us, it's BLM, Sulfurzyme, Omega Gies. Those are things we talk a lot about. Then they can afford it the next month. So my job is to help to equip them. So I want to help them get to star. Once they hit star, the timer is running for what? Senior star. So it's always just a piece of their plan because they see how to work that. Other IPAs, sharing your story, and every time you're using an oil, not every time maybe, because some of us use them all the time, but at least once or twice a week, you need to go on your Facebook, post a picture of the oil or the vitality that you're putting in your food, or your face stuff, all your savvy stuff, your lotions, all the stuff. You should be posting regularly a quick picture and then a little bibbit so that it gets that out there, because you never know what somebody's button is going to be. So if this week you're doing sulfurzyme in your Ninja Red, when you make that, take a picture of it, of the Ninja Red, take a picture of the sulfurzyme, or take a picture of you drinking it and post that. That starts letting people know what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing, and it gets them more interested. Make sure you are also posting just general life pictures about yourself, kind of around a five, six pictures, things, comments about you, normal life, and then every so often slip those ones about the products and the things that you're using. So just learn to do that. That's an income producing activity, as long as it's not taking you an hour to make the post, right? Scheduling. You need to be scheduling 3 or 4 classes ahead. So for this week right now, you're supposed to be doing 2 classes and or going to 2 classes every single week with a new person. That's what makes them qualify. But you have to be scheduling those in advance. So right now, maybe going to my classes. And then next week, you should have 2 or 3 classes set up so that you're covered for next week. So maybe you do a Tuesday online and you're doing a Thursday at a friend's house for her. So you're helping her enroll her people. That counts. So get those scheduled ahead of time, and really you should schedule them out for the month. Have that happening already planned, what you're going to do. You're going to do Ninja Red one of the times. You're going to do an oil intro. You're going to do something on thieves, and just get them on the schedule. So then you can tell people where they can go. And when you're chit-chatting with somebody and they see a post, oh my gosh, you were just asking about that. You can learn more about that. Do some drinking right here, and you can make that available to them. So plan it ahead of time. Go ahead and take the time to look at your schedule, because those are income producing activities. You want to know the importance of classes? Classes is where you're going to teach people about the lifestyle and enough about the products so that they have a reason to continue getting their stuff. You have to educate. That is so important in this. There's not a lot of places you can go to get educated on essential oils, so you want to be that source for them. And there's so many good resources. I hear people go, but I don't know enough to teach a class. Listen, it can be 5 minutes on your frankincense. What do you do with it? Why do you do it? What do you love about it? They don't have to be all 12 oils in the kit and all the information and all the diffusers and all the things. It doesn't have to be that hard. Usually when I share my intro, it's only 4 oils. I go over the lemon, peppermint, thieves, and then one oil that is specific to whoever I happen to be talking to. I'm going to pop on here and do that for you guys so you can see it. So enrolling new members, of course, that is an IPA. That's like the big one. Following up with friends who haven't taken that oily leap yet. If they have not already enrolled, but they've asked lots of questions, you need to do a quick message to them and just start chit chatting, getting that relationship back so that you can speak into their life, or offer them some kind of deal that you got going on. I just had somebody call me today, a friend of mine, and he has been trying to get us to do something for a really long time. And he called and let me know, hey, that special, that price that they have on it, that goes up the end of the month. So if you're wanting to do it, you're going to want to do it now. And it was such a great, we chit chatted for a minute. He got to the point, told me what was going on, and I thanked him for it. I was glad for the information. If I'm going to want it, I wanted a discount. So I'm just saying, get in there, chit chat with people. What else? Incentives. Help your members enroll in essential rewards. I literally walk everybody through the steps. When even enrolling in general, step one, what are they going to do? Step two, what are they going to do? Step three, what are they going to do? Because people don't know. So I just tell them, step one, you're going to pick whatever diffuser you want. Which diffuser is the cutest? Boom. Step two, click this box. That's going to give you all the goodies back. I walk them through it. So help your people do the same thing. And then like the Dr. Ali, how I was telling you, he's got a great book on essential rewards. He's also got cool little postcards that you can send them every month so that they can, for each person, you've got a 12-month postcard ready to tell them other products that they can get introduced to. Going over somebody's kit with them. You should be doing regular videos on opening your kit. Regular videos just to get people excited. You can also make one, save it, and send it to people so that they know what to do when their kit comes in. They're just great ways. Building relationship, making sure that you're doing business classes and offering that. Sharing our income disclosure statement. I love our income disclosure statement. It tells people the true picture. It is a menu of what do you want out of life. We made a income disclosure statement that can be turned into postcards. So you can go to shannonhudsonwild.com and download that, put 4 on a sheet, and it's a great way for you to be able to share that good stuff too. Taking guests or friends or family member to a class that's already going on. So if there's stuff going on, take somebody with you, and it counts as a class for you without you having to teach it. So you have somebody who's kind of interested, you can say, Lori, I'm going to a class, Facebook Live, 7 o'clock. It's going to be on XYZ. Let's do it together, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. The in-person classes, if there are places doing those in-person classes, because like we do, we're doing them every single Monday in Grand Lake. We're doing them on Tuesdays out in Lapeer. We've got classes going on all over the place, and just bring people with you. Don't ever go to something all alone. Bring a friend. I mean, we want you there, even if you are alone. You can make friends. But what a great way to be able to share Young Living by doing that. So again, new leads every day, helping your people rank up. Your major IPAs, though, if you want to write them down, the major ones are enrolling people. That is always going to be the number one. Focusing on helping people get started on ER and staying on ER. So helping them to be able to know what they need and why to stay on it. And helping your new members enroll new members. I think we tend to skip that piece. So my job when I introduce someone is to help them find their 3, maybe their 4 people so they can get that silver bound bonus of going star and get the extras. And that helps them get their 4. And then my job is to help them help their 4 brand new people get their 4. And then those 4 get their 4. That's the way it works. I'm just saying. All right, you guys, we will be on, I don't know who is on Tuesday or Wednesday. I should have checked that, but you got a great speaker coming up. It's going to be good. We'll get it posted. We got a whole bunch of events already listed, so you can go under the events page here on 1090 and see what the topics are going to be to see which ones work for you. All right, we'll talk later.